Dividing decimals with number chips. This is the Easter version. And this is a fun digital lesson for the students. They're able to move these number chips around their screen in order to complete the division. So the lesson starts with explaining to the students how to move the decimal point before they divide. So they're going to shift the decimal point all the way to the right in their divisor, and then the same number of places in the dividend. And then it gives them a couple of examples. So here's where we're going to move the decimal point one place to the right in the divisor, same thing in the dividend. And then an example of when we move that decimal point two places to the right and the same in the dividend. Now, students are going to start on slide 5. So they're going to be moving these number chips into the correct place to complete their division. The first thing it's going to ask them is how many places are we moving the decimal point to the right? And in this case, we're moving it one place. They're going to use this as a reference when they place this decimal point in their answer or their quotient. So they're going to do the division. 5 goes into 44 8 times. They're going to click and hold on the edge of the 8. And every slide has every number that the students need. So as these problems get longer, more difficult, if they get to the end of the problem and the numbers aren't working, they know they've made an error somewhere and they have to go back and check. So in that way, it's self-checking. So here we've done the division. Now we're going to multiply. 8 times 5 is 40. We're going to subtract, bring down, and then 5 goes into 45 evenly 9 times. Now they just have to place the decimal point in their answer. So if they move that decimal point one place to the right, it's going to go between the 8 and the 9. Now you'll notice that every slide has a yellow heart with a letter in it. They're going to use that letter on the final slide when they solve an Easter riddle. They're going to match the letter with their quotient. So they've got several problems to practice. Again, the first thing they want to do is type in how many places they're moving that decimal point to the right, and then complete their division. So it gets a little bit more difficult as they go. Problems get a little bit longer. And then when they get down to the final slide, they're going to solve the riddle, what do you call a rabbit with fleas? And to solve this, they're going to find the answer on one of the previous slides. So these are all of the answers they should have gotten on the previous slides. They're just going to scroll back through until they find that answer. And then they're going to type in that letter, the letter that was in the yellow heart. And if they do it correctly, it should solve the riddle. So that is the Easter version of dividing decimals with number chips.